want you guys to really concentrate on the back tape and then more for the upper belts. We're going to look at a rolling arm bar based on how they grab the beat or the sleeve. First, we're going to look at the back tape, which is what I want you guys to really focus on. So we're here. We got our cross sleeve. Get him over. We're here. Okay. I got my handle. He's not hunkering down on the leg. What I'm going to look at doing here, guys, is basically I'm just going to take this knee and get it to the mat. Okay. Now, however you do that and however you make space to do it, that's the important part of this particular move, is that while you're making space to do it, you don't want to leave too much space to where he just throws his arm back over here. And it goes for nothing, right? So,
Thank you.
what I'm looking at here is I'm just taking this knee to the mat and I'm sitting up on my elbow, keeping my chest against the shoulder. Okay? Knee to the mat, and I'm just bringing this hook through. Now, I don't like to take the back from here from turtle. Because I have this handle, I am now going to pull with this handle and sit in a semicircle to where he drops into my lap. And I'm pushing with this foot. Here. Okay? Because I have this grip already, I'm immediately going to the neck. What do people do when you go to the neck? Both hands to the neck. This hook comes in. So you got your forward. Now we're on this one for the choke. I switch to the far side. We got our choke from the back. Okay? The mechanics of that, guys, I always tell you this. If they show the shoulder blade and you're able to make a chest connection to that shoulder blade, you should take the back. Okay? So in the midst of doing that, you don't want to break that connection so that they can bring the arm across, because then they've lost it. And now you got to get them back to that cross guard, which is now going to be a lot harder because they know what type of guard you're playing. Okay? Cross sleeve grip. Pushing on the elbow. Hip comes out. Close my guard. Feed the lapel through. Okay. I keep my connection. I slide up to my elbow, keeping the chest here. Knee comes to the mat, and I get my hook in between his legs. Now I'm just using this handle to pull, and I'm pushing with this back foot and rotating my butt this way. There. Immediately going to the neck, hands come up. We're here. Okay. Questions on that?
Can I ask why you're not taking the back from turtle?
Because it's hard to get that second hook in, because they're really going to close off that elbow there, and there isn't a choke threat. So they're just going to pinch that elbow in, and you're not going to get your points.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You can, but it's going to be more of a struggle. Let's go to the shoulder. So we're here, right? And I have this grip. If for whatever reason you can't get this hook and you do prefer to be on top, there's a rolling bow and arrow here that you can possibly look at doing. But like I said, I don't like to be right here, because you really have to maintain good control. And then if he's really good, you know, at defending the back, he's already gonna be circling his shoulder down and turning back into me to where we're back in half guard, right? Depending on the control there. So that's why I don't like to come up in turtle and try and take the back there, because there's no choke threat for his hands to come up for me to slide that other one in. And if someone gets one hook in on my turtle, the first thing I do is I put my back flat to the mat.
Okay.
I'll give up the sweep. no problem, and now we're going half guard, right?
Okay.
So when you get up there like that, you want to be able to capitalize on the position by just taking the full back, and it's much easier with that handle on the gi to circle around and they fall right into your lap, and then you're on the choke right away.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it was. Because you see it a lot, like, and you can get points from it, but then from there, like, you see a lot of people, they flatten them out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to finish a choke from there, especially with a gi, like a rear naked or whatever. You're probably not going to get it. You're just going to be sitting there with 4 points, flattening them out. But so that's why.
Okay.
All right. Anyone need to see the back take again, or we're good with that?
He has a question.
Yeah, of course. So we're here. We got our cross sleeve. Push it on the elbow. Hips over. Get my grip, my handle, and I keep my chest to his shoulder here. Come up on the elbow, knee to the mat, bringing the hook through here. Now I'm pulling and pushing with this foot. There. Immediately go into the neck, hook comes in. And now we're attacking.
At full speed, do you have to come up, or can you just get that one hook and then pull back?
You don't have to come up. Yeah, at full speed, once you come around, and you come around, now you're pushing back and pulling back this way. Yeah, that's a good question. We're good on that one, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense? Okay. Last one for the night. There's a lot, but I only see you guys once a week. All right, so we're here. Get him over. Now, either A, he's holding my lapel, or he's holding my arm, whatever it is, right? What I'm looking to do here is for him to use his grips to a fault, where I'm gonna move my body so that it extends his arm, okay? So I have my cross grip, or my cross guard here, and he's holding the lapel. He knows that I'm either gonna try and pendulum to the mount, take the back, or do some sort of, back take, whatever it is. So he's holding on to stuff here. He's strong, but he cannot control my body, okay? And if he's holding on to this grip to a fault, it's gonna extend his arm when I move. So if I come and I sit up, see that arm there? This is money. I just scoop it. Okay? His arm is extending because I did a back extension and the arm followed and he was trying to pull me in. I just hook the arm, bring the shin over the back of the head and roll. You can either finish it belly down, most of the time the guy will roll. Okay? Okay. So we're here. He's holding on. Can't take the back. He's staying hunkered down. Because he has this lapel, I can't really explode and do a G-roll type move. So all I'm gonna do is just work up to my elbow and kind of push my chest out. You see how that arm's extended? Now I just hook. Here. Keep the foot flexed on the back of the head, and I roll. I can finish here, and then he's gonna roll to alleviate the pressure. Throw that over. Always make sure thumb is pointed to the ceiling, and you get your top. Questions, guys? They're following you to a fault. That's when you capitalize on it and they expose their arm. So we're looking at our back take and then our arm bar. Focus on the back take, the details of that. And then if you guys want to try the arm bar, that's fine too. Okay, but really focus on the back take. And then we'll get some rolls in. On 3. 1, 2, 3.